Welcome back to Penalty Box Radio, powered by E610 Athletes. This is Justin Bradford along with Glynne and Blackwell, and we're going to talk a little bit about the U.S. Pond Hockey Championships.
Yes, we are. Justin is fresh off the lakes of Minnesota.
The frozen lakes.
The frozen lakes. Yeah, you didn't stay on water, guys. Of the U.S. Pond Hockey. So I've seen some videos that y'all posted. Justin ran around with a GoPro on his head.
Oh, yeah.
Skated around with a GoPro on his head,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is awesome. You need to go follow him if you don't already on Twitter and look at these videos. But I just wanted to see, like, what was that entire experience like? So you kind of told us before, you briefed us saying that there were a lot of different rinks on this massive lake. People were coming in from 6 provinces in Canada, 40-something states, were represented. Crazy amount of people there, all for outdoor hockey, which is the way that hockey was meant to be played. So just what was that like?
Well, first of all, if you want to see the videos, I did a video diary every day. That's on YouTube, and I posted that link on my Twitter at Justin B. Bradford. So from the travel through, all the way, I had to go through Chicago. But the good thing about going through Chicago is I got to get Chicago-style popcorn, the caramel cheddar mix,
you know what? There's no
from Nuts on Clark. It was delicious. Land, Jeremy K. Gover from the Natural Predators Radio Network picked me up eventually. No, he picked me up on time. It just took him a while to go around because it's the wrong terminal. So picked me up. We go in, we get settled in at the hotel, and we just kind of explore a little bit. We go down, check in, and when you're walking up, you're checking in basically what is in summertime a beach area at a big tent set up on the greenway of a beach.
Okay.
Well, it's not a beach anymore. It's all frozen over. So you get checked in, you get our merchandise, get all of our stuff. There's lots of sponsors there and everything like that. So there's a Red Bull everywhere because it gives you wings.
It does.
And you walk out of the tent and you just see these lights and you see a little bit of a shimmer. And then you kind of go over a little hill, and then all of a sudden, boom! All these rinks, 25 rinks on a frozen lake.
That's wild.
Which is wild. And all the kids, it was youth games going on at night. So at nighttime, with lights shining down on these rinks, youth games were going on. And so just that first feel of, whoa, and then you keep walking down, and all of a sudden you're just walking on the frozen lake. Now, some of you may be laughing at this, because you're going, who hasn't walked in a frozen lake before? A lot of people have not walked.
I'm raising my hand on the air.
Yeah.
I've never walked on a frozen lake.
Let alone skate on a frozen lake.
Yeah.
So you walk onto there and you realize, oh my goodness, I'm walking on a body of water right now. It's frozen over, and not just that, there are 25 rinks on this. There are shanties set up. There are restrooms set up. There are 2 full-size Zambonis sitting on this lake that's frozen over. There's video of that too, of the Zams going on this frozen lake to Zam has to cut it. And so you just had that experience there. So the next morning, we're getting ready. Our first game's not till 11:20, so we all get breakfast at the hotel. Just kind of chilling, hanging out. We don't know really what to expect.
Yeah.
So we're all getting dressed in the tent. And we're there, like you said, there are 42 states represented, 6 provinces out of Canada. There are over 2,000 players in this tournament. It is the biggest one. It is the biggest pond hockey tournament out there. So it is absolutely incredible. Now, I'll let you guess a little bit. Can you name a couple states that you think were not represented there?
Mississippi.
No, there was somebody from Mississippi.
What?
Yeah.
Louisiana.
No, they're represented.
Shut your mouth. Alabama. There's nobody.
Represented. Speaking of Alabama, Josh Kessner with UAH Hockey, one of the Hobie Baker finalists. Or nominee, sorry, nominee. No. I'm just saying it came out, the news came out, he's a nominee for Hobie Baker. Go over there. No.
Okay, so
you wouldn't expect some of these states.
Hawaii.
Hawaii was represented. 1 player from Hawaii. 1 player from Alaska as well.
I'm horrible at this game.
All right, the states that were not represented, this is where Delaware, smaller state maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, Idaho, Maine, that threw me off. There's a lot of hockey players in Maine.
Yeah.
New Mexico, understand. South Carolina, Vermont, West Virginia, Wyoming.
So they're all just kind of
just kind of spread. You wouldn't expect some of those states, but anyways, players from all over the place, and I gotta say the Muddy Drunks jerseys were looking fantastic. Everyone was coming up to that, coming up and looking at the creamsicle jerseys, and that's the thing too at a pond hockey tournament or any hockey tournament. It's the jersey game. I mean, who has the best looking jerseys out there? Who's coming up to that? Yeah. So lots of footage of all the different jerseys out there too, but just fantastic, phenomenal. The ice. Ask me about the ice.
Well, okay, I did have to say, like, I watched the video. I watched his video that you showed me a few minutes ago, and it's like, I love the sound of the skates on ice, pucks on ice, sticks hitting ice. But what were the conditions like? Because I don't think this is like Bridgestone Arena right before a Preds game.
No, for those of you that never skated on a frozen lake, on a frozen pond or anything like that before, it's not smooth. It looked a little rocky. It's a completely different style out there, and when I say completely different style, I mean it. Because one, your skates are getting chopped up and eaten up big time the blade. So, well, one, you don't want to go up there freshly sharpened skates because you're going to pick up every little nick out there and you're going to feel it. That's bad because you'll fall. You went right in the middle because going through the lake, there's cracks all through from when it's shifted. The lake shifts, during all this different time when it's frozen during the winter, or if there's a slight little melt, it'll melt a little bit and the cracks will form as the ice shifts as well. So there's little ruts. When I say little, I don't really mean it. That are spanning across all these sections that are about an inch and a half deep. And you can't really fix it unless you have that much water to go through and just fill it in and fix it. It's not working like that. So if you're skating in the right direction with that crack, your skate will go right into it and you'll fall over.
So how many times did you fall?
3 or 4 times.
Okay, that's not bad.
The whole tournament.
That's not bad at all, actually.
No, not too bad.
You're used to skating on like 4 ice. That's actually impressive.
Yeah. I mean, but I was being very conservative on this ice because again, it is rough. They only zam it maybe 3 or 4 times a day because they have 25 rinks to go through, so they're just doing whatever they can. Sure. So you're having to shovel. You have to shovel your own rink before every game to get all the excess snow from the previous game off of it. That is hard work too.
No girls coming by and doing that?
No. So it's one of those things, you appreciate what the folks that take care of the ice in the pro arenas or anywhere have to go through, because it is not an easy job. You're shoveling it yourself. You have 2 shovels per team going through the entire rink and trying to do that. Now the rinks are smaller. They're a little bit bigger than the Smashville Outdoor rink by Bridgestone, but not too much. There's enough room to move around.
Yeah.
But again, the ice conditions plus the wind that you're having to breathe in, the cold, cold air, and all those other conditions out there. And the boards are only about a foot high, so you can't really put too much sauce on a puck or anything like that. It's just a completely different atmosphere out there. And it's one of those things that on Saturday, a lot more people showed up. We're talking thousands of spectators out there watching as well. It's a thing to do. Dogs are everywhere with their little mittens on, the paws. So it's a spectacle out there for folks in Minnesota as well. So it's one of those things, especially for folks in the South that don't understand. It is a lifestyle. It's a culture. Hockey is a cultural lifestyle in the North, especially in Minnesota, where you have so many frozen lakes where you can just lace them up and go. And that's the big thing that we realize, not just with the games and everything, but the culture of this, of the sport.
That's awesome that people are coming out. They're used to the weather, but it's really, really cold outside. It's windy, and that many people come out on a Saturday just to watch outdoor pond hockey. That's pretty impressive.
It is. And now, for those of you that may not know as well, the pond hockey goals, they're not the big goals like you're used to seeing. There aren't any goalies. You score in little slits of wood that are 10 inches wide and a few inches tall. So your aim has to be impeccable, or you have to skate the puck directly up and pop it in. You're not shooting from a long distance and being able to get it in unless you're really good, like the first team that we played that shut us out 34-0.
Now, or Mike Smith in the All-Star game.
Or Mike Smith in the All-Star game. Now, I will say that team that shut us out 34-0 in the first game, they finished top 8.
So
that helps.
You're like, if we lost to them, it makes sense.
Out of like 200 teams.
So the first score, can you repeat that? It was
34-0.
So what are their leagues like? So were y'all like, were you playing out of your league, Justin?
Just a little bit. I'll throw this out there again. Jeremy K. Gover, that's Jeremy K. Gover of the Nashville Predators Radio Network, was the organizer of this, and he put us in the wrong division.
Okay, so that makes the numbers make a little bit
So
more
we were playing against folks that here in Nashville would probably be playing in B League.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, which is why they finished top 8. That's
and most of us were probably 2/3 D leaguers and the other third C leaguers. And for those of you that don't know as well, I know I keep prefacing everything when I say this, but it's educating about the hockey culture and community everywhere. D League is the beginner league.
Yeah.
So you had beginners or folks that are around 1 or 2 years in, playing against guys that probably played all the way through high school and probably played recreational college hockey.
But it's cool though because y'all went in with one goal, right? What was your goal?
To have fun and not finish last.
Exactly. And did you accomplish that?
We did, barely.
Which is awesome because, you were D-League playing with the B-League guys and yet you still didn't finish last.
We scored enough goals, thankfully, in that last game, which finished, we lost 21-11 from Total Hockey, the hockey store, the manager from that store. I got a hat trick in that game.
Heck yeah.
I was
and
very
that's 11 goals in that game.
Yeah, 11 goals in that game. So we had double-digit scoring, and we didn't finish last. We had to get our goal differential up to not finish overall last in the tournament.
And your hat trick helped, so well done, JP.
It did. The insane types of goals where the last one went off my skate.
Yeah.
And the second one, I was able to receive the pass all the way from the other end of the ice, and the defender tripped, and I was able to skate around him and pop it in. And the first one was one of those things where you're right in the crease and just trying to push it in, and it finally went in. So it was the garbage type goals. Kind of a Patrick Hornquist style game.
Yeah.
Is what
just crashing that net and just going
Just
in
crash
whatever
the net.
the box. So also, okay, so how many people y'all had? 8 people on your team?
8 people on the team.
Okay, so how many guys go out there at a time? Like how
It
many
was
guys
4 on
play?
4.
Okay.
4 on 4, so enough to rotate a little
Yeah.
bit. And the thing is, too, we learned so much because we weren't prepared. There weren't chairs or seats or a bench out there. So you're either
Okay.
kneeling on the ice or standing up in your skates, which tend to hurt.
Yeah.
So we had to go to Home Depot and buy orange buckets for $2.97 each to sit on.
That's what the buckets were for.
That's what
I
buckets
saw
are
a video
for,
of
yeah.
Wilbur walking across a frozen
Yeah,
lake.
yeah. So, but it was an absolute blast, and you know it was time for us to get to break. We got to bring on Brooks Bratton here,
Okay.
but thank you for bringing that in.
Oh, that was
Glynne.
fun. I was excited
Yeah,
to hear about this.
yeah. If you want to see anything, you know, you can go on my Facebook page, Justin B. Bradford,
Mm-hmm.
or Twitter, Justin B. Bradford, and we have lots of stuff there. I have lots of Instagram posts. It was a lot of fun to cover this. But seriously, if you want to do this, go do it. If it's your dream to play outdoors, to start playing hockey, realize that dream.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us, you know, started maybe a few years ago or we skated when they were younger, and finally we're realizing this dream now. So the age group for my team ranged from probably mid-20s all the way into 40s, 50s. It was awesome to have
yeah.
a variety of people out there, and it was just a fantastic experience. Go play hockey. If you dream of playing hockey, start it.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it, and especially when you go outdoors and play it like in the wilderness, how hockey
Yeah.
was meant to be played. It's absolutely worth it.
Awesome.
All right,
Thanks so much, Justin. That was fun.
absolutely.